Turn off every light in your home tonight and stand still. Nothing has changed. The room is the same room it was a second ago. Nothing has entered. Nothing is watching. And still, some old part of you does not believe that. Your heart lifts a little. Your ears reach out into the quiet. Your eyes strain against a black that has nothing in it. You are a modern person, safe behind a locked door. And a piece of your brain, millions of years old, has just woken up and decided you are in danger. Why? Why does the simple absence of light do this to a creature as clever as you? Here is the first surprise. You are not actually afraid of the dark. You can prove it to yourself. A dark room you can walk out of whenever you like does not frighten you. A dark closet with the door open and a switch under your hand. Nothing. The fear only arrives when the dark takes something from you. It takes your sight. And sight is not just one of your senses. For a human being, it is the main one. The sense you trust to tell you what is around you, what is coming, and whether you are alone. Darkness doesn't add a threat. It removes your defense. It blinds you. And a blind animal, in a world full of things that are not blind, has every reason to be afraid. Because that is what you are, a daylight animal. Your eyes are built for the sun. In bright light they are extraordinary, sharp, full of color, able to read a single face across a crowded room. But they are built, almost entirely, for the day. When the light goes, they fail. You lose color first, then detail, then depth, until you are left reaching at vague gray shapes that could be anything. Now think about the animals that hunt at night. The cat that sees clearly in a fraction of the light you need. The predator whose eyes are mirrors, gathering every scrap of moonlight, watching calmly while you fumble through a darkness that, to them, is simply the evening. In daylight, you are one of the most capable animals alive. In the dark, you are prey. And for almost all of human history, that was not a figure of speech. Go back far enough, before cities, before houses, before fire was something you could count on, and the night was the single most dangerous time there was. Our ancestors shared their world with leopards, with lions, with hyenas. Hunters who saw in the dark, and who hunted at the exact hour their prey could not see them coming. We know they hunted us. There are fossil skulls of early human relatives with the punctures of a big cat's jaws still fitted to the bone. Picture two of your distant ancestors as the sun goes down. One feels nothing as the dark comes in. Calm, unbothered, they wander a little way from the others to sleep where it's comfortable. The other feels a cold, crawling dread the moment the light fails. They stay close to the group. They keep their back to the fire. They flinch at every snapped twig. One of them is far more likely to see the morning. And it is not the calm one. The fear you feel in the dark is not a flaw in you. It is an inheritance. It is the reason the uneasy ones, the ones who could never quite relax after sunset, lived long enough to become somebody's ancestor, including yours. So what is actually happening inside your head when the light goes out? Deep in your brain sits a small structure whose entire job is to ask one question over and over. Is anything about to hurt me? In daylight, with good information, it stays quiet. It can see that there is nothing there. In the dark, it goes blind along with you. And it does something strange. It does not stay neutral. When it cannot tell whether a shape is a coat on a chair or a person standing perfectly still, it assumes the worst. It fills the missing information with threat. This looks like a malfunction. It is the opposite. Imagine an alarm that can be wrong in two different ways. It can cry danger when there is none, and you lose a little sleep, a little dignity, flinching at a dressing gown on a door. Or it can stay silent when the danger is real, and you are eaten. Those two mistakes do not cost the same. So evolution built you an alarm that would rather be wrong 1,000 times in your favor than right a single time against you. In the dark, your brain would rather scare you than lose you. That is why the shadows seem to shift. That is why the silence feels full. Your threat detector is doing exactly what kept your family line alive, assuming the leopard every time, just in case. Which brings us to the honest answer to the question. You are afraid of the dark because, for 1,000,000 years, the dark is where you died. And here is the strange part. That danger is, for most of us, gone. You have walls. You have locks. You have a switch that banishes the entire night with a fingertip. The leopards are not coming. But the fear does not know that. The lock on your door is maybe 100 years old. The wiring behind your fear is millions. Safety arrived a heartbeat ago in the life of the species, far too recently for your body to have caught up. You are running ancient survival software on a night that no longer needs it, so the fear stays. Not because you are weak or childish or imagining things, but because the part of you that feels it was built in a world where feeling it was the whole difference between living and not. There is a reason children fear the dark more than anyone, and it is not because they are foolish. It is because the fear is older than any of us. It comes pre-installed, long before a child has learned there is nothing there. When they call out at night, they are not being irrational. They are remembering something the whole species has never quite managed to forget. And tonight, when you turn off the light and feel that small, familiar flicker in your chest, the held breath, the straining ears, the sense of a room that is somehow no longer empty, you might feel a little differently about it. That flicker is not a weakness. It is an old alarm, still faithfully at its post, guarding you against a danger that has almost, but not quite, gone away. The dark was never the thing you needed to fear. It was only the moment you couldn't see it coming.